Hello, everyone. It's Friday, 18th of October, and we have another Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer for everyone here. We'll be watching Hydropower and MM2 race it out in a 7-7 boot start, if I remember correctly. Let me double check that for everybody here. Yeah, 774 boot start. All right, we're starting. Yeah, I expect a pretty conventional start. Both players heading straight for high roll. Lake Highland has just a heartbeat, so we'll just be skipping that. Oh, Hydropower's doing a... Oh, both players are doing a bit of an unconventional start by heading for the old man's hut. Okay, Dark Palace's green pennant. Grapple, supers. Sanctuary has 100 rupees. Chance pointed out that we had a crystal at Eastern Palace and Hera, a token at Desert. Excuse me. Alright, both players are pretty in sync. Checking the rocks near Sanctuary, which is just a missile pack. Pretty interesting that the boot starts have changed the routing slightly to that a lot of people like to check the behind the old man. We got a tree pole by Hydropower that gave him full magic. That's a very nice. And the spider is throwing out hearts. We'll see what the lumberjacks have. 20 bucks. So unless we need Dark World access, it's not an Aga 1 seed. I'm pretty sure that our runners here are pretty much... Wait, is that silver arrows? Or was that an arrow upgrade? I want to say that our runners here are pretty much in sync. It's hard to say since MA2 is slightly... is a few seconds behind in synchronization. Okay, that tree pole had 20 added sets of blue rubies. Ooh, Hydropower got some lucky there. I was able to get a bomb from a pile of rocks. All right, we have MM2 and the. Okay, both players in Blind's hideout. E-Tank, a piece of a heart, more bombs. Nice, but nothing we're really looking for at this point. Alright, we have M2 in the well. This hydropower, just behind him. Another E-tank. Ooh, there's our Worm Pearl. Another supers. And we had 50 rupees. We still need some items for Dark World access, however. Alright, checking the chicken lady's house. Merchant had a missile pack. We got some of our first power bombs. Hydropower grabs their first power bombs. Looks like M2 is going to buy some more bombs from the merchant. And hydropower will do the same. Now M2 is checking the back of the tavern. We'll see what we get here. And we learn how to read. So we have Desert Pal access. Alright, let's see what the library has. A piece of a heart. M2 is not going to bother getting it. And the race game looks like it had just had a missile pack. Extra power also skipping a piece of a heart. Oh, M2 grabs 300 rupees from Link's house. So that'll definitely go a long way towards getting Zora money. Okay, MM2 is skipping the dam for the moment and heading to Mini Mortarum Cave. Now both players have about 300 rupees, so they're need about 150, 200 more for Zora money. Okay, now we got our first slight route divergence as hydropower is making the detour towards the dam. Both players get an E-tank. MM2 gets a hot shovel at Mini Mortarum Cave. And MM2 finds Morph Ball in the Mini Mortarum Cave. That's a huge find. Especially since we already have power bombs, that opens up a big portion of Super Metroid. And then Hydropower finds 50 rupees under the dam reservoir. So they're heading towards the Mini Mortarum Cave, while meanwhile, MM2 is trying to get into Ice Cave without dying. Lost a bomb and some, unfortunately, to those dangerous crabs. Ice Cave, unfortunately, just had 10 arrows. Nice one by Hydropower, skillfully taking out all the Muldrums with bombs. And they'll be grabbing their Morph Ball and then their E-tank. And shovel. Okay, looks like MM2 is elected to do the shovel fetch quest. Oh, is that what the MM2 was trying to do? I'm trying to get the water lock. Now Hydropower's on their way to Ice Cave, although they're at half a heart. They're gonna play it really safe here. Oh, MM2 finds bombs in at the dig spot near the flute. So that's a very and since they only have 5 power bombs, that's definitely a quality of life. Makes but does open up the infinite bomb jumps in terms of logic. Alright, MM2 has restarted towards Metroid. They're immediately taking off to the right. Hydropower is off to grab their bombs. MM2 is immediately doing infinite ball jumps. towards the criteria power bombs. Looks like they're making use both of ladder and single bomb jump strats. Very nice. Very skillful. Lee done? Alright, just a missile pack for that, unfortunately. Oh, hydropower's taking the conventional transition instead of restarting. And they're checking. Okay, so hydropower is checking 230 missiles, while MM2 has wall jumped their way into Gauntlet. .230 was Videla. Alright, Hydra went down to Morph Ball Pedestal. MM2 grabs 300 rupees from the front of Gauntlet, so they have Zora money. And see, Hydropower finds the blue cane beneath the old Mother Brain location. Might be helpful for like Blind or the Spike Caved. Alright, MM2 made it to the back of the Gauntlet, although their health has taken a beating. They only have 96 energy left. Unfortunately, the back of Gauntlet was a bit of a disappointment. Only a missile and a price of a heart. MM2 only grabs the missile. Alright, MM2 in the Terminator. Hydropower finds 300 rupees in the first missile. MM2 finds a power pack at Terminator. So now both runners have their Zora money. And MM2 has helpfully found another set of supers. Excuse me, power bombs. And now they're headed for Brinstar. Meanwhile, Hydropower has found the Quake medallion. And they're gonna head to see what Billy Mays is offering for us today. Alright, MM2 in the early supers room. We find our first sword. Another E-Tank and a power bombs for MM2 in the Brinstar reserve. Okay, we had a heart piece on the... Oh, and Morph Ball Pedestal has Charge Beam. And Hammer to the left of Morph Ball Pedestal. So that's a pretty big find for Hydropower. MM2 finds a heart container. That's some could definitely need more health on Zelda's side. I wonder, was this relatively early charge if Hydropower might decide to get less ammo? On the other hand, it's kind of dependent on them finding a few beams to make using that charge worthwhile. Vanilla Charge has a shield, which Hydropower is bypassing on. Well, it's looking like both runners might have a high five with each other coming in from opposite directions in Big Pink. We have Hydropower checking Spore Spawn's missile. MM2 entering B pink in the conventional manner. And finds the flippers at the top of left of big pink. So another big item. Mission Impossible only had 10 arrows, unfortunately. Alright, Pytro's about to do the wave beam room. Alright, Hydro gets it on the first try. MM2 is now getting the Super's location. It is 774 boots. I believe it's normal logic. Alright, Hydropower is about to grab their flippers. MM2 is about to check. It's got to pass their wave gate room. Okay, that wave gate room just led to the E tank. Alright, so we have Hydropower headed back to Green Brinstar. M2 is going through the back of Blue Brinstar. So they should pick up their hammer and actually just and charge beam. Ooh, Hydropower has had to take a moment to refill on their power bombs, but they're fine. But they're now in the Eddicom's area, so they should be fine. Well, MM2 now has grabs another 300 rupees, so they have plenty of Zora money and for any money for potions if they deem necessary. Alright, MM2 picks up their reserve tank and 28 rupees from Billy May's room. Yeah, I would agree with that. With chat there. Both Kraid and Phantoon are beatable. And even if you're not a greatly skilled runners like these two, I mean, you do have 4 energy E-tanks and a reserve, so that should be a decent amount for Phantoon. I suppose it depends on how good you are with missile strats. Missile doppling. Alright, we have MM2 going up the climb. Hydropower's ramping up the early super rooms and grabbing their first sword. Alright, MM2 is grabbing their 230 missiles. So I imagine hydropower will probably gonna check their Terminator, maybe check the back of Gauntlet. So they probably will know not to check bother with the back of the Gauntlet. So to probably put this, this will probably put runners both back at the ship. Oh, MO2 is checking Bomb Chorizo. And Bomb Chorizo has a blue mail. Alright, MO2 deems that's worth finding Bomb Chorizo over. Considering it basically doubles your health on Metroid side, I would agree with that, personally speaking. All right, Hydropower is about to go. Oh, the two runners just had their high fives as Hydropower is headed towards Bomb Chorizo while MM2 is heading out. In danger of doing a wreck trip is the Spiky Room of Death. I think it's probably dangerous doing quickly. If you do it slowly, if you know how to do it slowly, then, or at least it's not, it can be done. I think that's the main issue, is that people kind of rush through it. They do have bombs, so some I believe I've seen runners have made use of bombs to make more quickly and safely get through the Spiky Room of Death. But again, that's just not to say it's free or anything, since any mistakes will be punished pretty severely. Hence the name. Okay, MM2 is in the ocean. Trying to check the top item. It looks like it was a green rupee. I can't say for certain. Now, down below, it was just a missile pack. Yeah, I want to say the same thing. It was I know I saw green, so I want to say it was like a green ruby. Oh, looks like we have another major route divergence, as Hydropower is electing to head down to Alpha and Beta power bombs instead of the wrecked ship. Well, Spooky Missile had just had some more. Looks like it had 50 rupees. IM2 is like, I have enough money now. And meanwhile, we're gonna, Hydropower's gonna see what Beta Power Bombs has, and it's a Super Missile Pack. Alright, M2 is facing off against Fantoon. We'll see how many rounds it takes him. Oh, Hydropower just face taking those the enemies in Alpha Power Bombs. A missile and a heart container. The supers are not, heart containers are nice, but not a very worthwhile find there. And MM2 has just finished off Fantoon. Very nice. Yeah, so definitely I have to agree with chat. Hydropower is definitely doing a skip of wreck ship. Did anyone catch what token it was? If it was a pendant, that would definitely Oh, okay. So he'll have to come back at some point. So maybe he's hoping for a better, quicker loadout. Maybe. So he can go, or maybe he's hoping that his gold mode is elsewhere, so he can skip the top of wreck ship. So Hydro Power finds an arrow up capacity upgrade at X-ray, making use of that grapple. And MO2 just keep finding rubies in the wrecked ship, which might kill Fenton and then dip out. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the Hydro Power is hoping to do, that he can just kill Fenton and then dip out. Okay, that was a very nice spiky room of death by M2 without using any movement items. And without getting hit once. Alright, Spazer, Wreck Ship E-Tank. Wreck Ship E-Tank's just a missile pack. And M2 didn't save beforehand, so they're gonna have to just keep it. Well, Spazer has an E-Tank. I wonder if that was the Wreck Ship E-Tank. Okay, M2 is starting to take a little bit of a beating as they try to use some damage boost strats. Alright, looks like Hydro Power is headed for Kraid. MO2 is about to enter into the attic. Looks like they're going to go for a ballistic strat. Okay, so that was a very nice ballistic strat by M2, and Hydro Power finds the mirror in the Kraid missile location. That is a pretty big find. So that actually gives us a Tower of Era access, East Desert Mountain, as with the use of the hammer, as pointed out by chat. Alright, Hydro Power is facing off against Kraid. MN2 is about to up in the sky of West Ocean. We'll see what the sky missile is in a moment. I think Hydro Power accidentally had supers selected instead of missiles. Oh well, it was a short dance. Alright, M2 doing the infinite bomb jumps. And finds gravity! Honestly, so this feels like two really big finds. We have gravity on one side and the mirror on the other. Okay, there he goes. M2 finally grabs the gravity from the sky missile location. If you don't have any really good verticality movement options, like getting up there can be really annoying. But he was able to get the bomb jumps up there. It's hard to... I feel like it's going to depend on... Yeah, I have to agree with Shineko. It's a slight advantage to MN2, but it's going to depend on what's in Eastern Death Mountain and Tower of Era, and versus what's in Meridia, and what token number Dragon has. Oh, Hydro finds speed booster in the front of high jump location. Oh, fire rod behind in the wreck ship reserve. So, unless somehow Skull Woods and Turtle Rock are not necessary, that actually puts things back to Hydra, because as Chat points out, since they already have speed booster, they won't have to go all the way back to wreck ship. Wow. And those are really far. That's having a speed booster all the way in Upper North area. Maybe not. Thankfully not. Like the Bubble Mountain area, but that's still pretty far. All right, hydropowers. It got into Death Mountain from did the Old Man Cave out of logic, but might as well get that save and quit location. Alright, M2 is now retracing hydropower steps in Alpha and Beta power bombs. Hydropower is on the top of Death Mountain. Chats has spotted a bow on top of Spectacle Rock, so that's a big find. See, the other pendant, it's on Thieves Town, and everywhere else has tokens, or of some sort. A fairy from the future. What's the fairy from the future? Is that a Metroid? Oh, a reserve tank. Okay. Okay, that kind of makes sense because they both activate when you would otherwise die. Alright, Hydropower's gonna check the Tower of Era big chest conventionally. M2 is about to arrive at Spacer. Oh, we found the small key. So the question is, does the basement have a check? We'll have to see when we defeat the boss. It was Thieves Town and Pod were pendants, is what I remember. Hydropower making use of that hammer to do tempered sword levels of damage. So Pod had a green pendant, and then the other, and then Thieves Town had a pendant. King of Bodrum had a map. So if I didn't miss anything, items in the tile room. Skull and Ice I did see was either a Metroid token or a crystal. I'm just not sure which. I did remember seeing like two Metroid tokens, but I was mostly focused on which ones were pendants, since those are nominally more skeptical. In theory, more likely to be skeptical. Oh, M2 got the quick kill. Although it looks like they took them, they had to rely on the backup strat. Alright, Hydropower's in Paradox Cave. Phaser. Alright. So that will make. So that's going to be useful with the charge beam. Hook shot. So Hydropower finds the hook shot in Paradox Cave and a bottle for 6 kid and screw attack. So that was a pretty loaded Paradox Cave. Alright, MM2 is headed towards Upper Norfair. Hydropower. This looks like they're going to check the hobo under the bridge. Oh, that's a good point. MM2 technically does have Dark World access by going through Meridia. Although I'm not sure if it's in logic per se, since I'm not sure. Oh wait, they have gravity. I mean grapple. Ooh, M2 finds the flute. Now if they could just survive getting it, because they're in the ice missile shaft. Hydropower's off to check the waterfall cave ferry. A piece of a heart and a missile. Looks like M2 is going to have to do a crystal flop. Oh, Hydropower goes to a green potion. M2, do you have enough energy to get out of there? Maybe he's has 149. Oh wow. Nice ice escape by MM2. Actually, I've done that with Ice Beam, but not like but not just like waiting for one of them to just come up and then using and then running off of that. Ooh, Hydropower finds high jump boots. I did not see what the Zora item was. MM2 grabs their speed booster item. I wonder if MM2 will take the route diversion options of checking Bubble Mountain, despite not having Varia. Zora had a super missile. Okay. Zora had a super missile. Hobo was nothing worth it. Hydro Power's gonna grab I think it was a missile from Criteria Power Bombs. Alright, MM2. Oh, okay, so they're not going to Bubble Mountain, which is probably the best. As they go and head to Death Mountain. So they'll be able to catch some of the big items that Hydro Power was able to find up here, which was the hook shot. And what else did they find up there? Oh yeah, hook shot, bow, screw attack. Where was the high jump? I just said. Yeah, it's true. Bubble bouncing with speed it would be annoying. I mean, probably the best way they could do it is maybe do like delayed wall jumps, but it can be but I think that I want to say that's a little bit more tight than the gauntlet wall jumps. But for again, for these runners, they probably can easily do that. All right, right. High jump was at Zora's Edge. I was like, I just saw it there. Now, since Hydro Power already has Speed Booster, they're going to have a bit of an advantage as they're going to be able to pick up the Fire Rod right on their first visit. While MM2 has to think about when they're going to have to be able to route a trip all the way to the gravity suit, the wreck ship reserve to pick up that Fire Rod. Alright. So if Hydro Power is going to be facing off against Phantom soon, MM2 is going to go against King Modrime shortly. We'll see if they decide to go to the Ta room afterwards or not. So we're kind of retracing the other player's steps at the moment. I suppose it depends on when they want to do Skull Woods, but then I mentioned Skull Woods, they probably want to wait till Ice Palace opens up. Okay, that first round for Hydro Power just got 5 missiles in. Looks like that was 6 missiles in that second round. I'm pretty sure Skull is a crystal. Oh, MM2 is facing off against Poldron. And Hydro Power finishes off Fantoon. Looks like it was a 3 round, if I remember my count correctly. Oh, we have a simultaneous ball skill by MM2 as well, as they pick up their map. Alright, M2's not going to check the tire room. They're gonna go grab their hook shot and screw attack. Alright, you need a fire source. I keep forgetting that. Or details like that. Okay, so hydropower is gonna play it a little bit safe by doing a save before they go for the spiker room with that. I wonder if one of the reasons why hydropower did not decide to skip wreck ship was because they did not feel comfortable doing a bomb jump to get to the wreck ship E-tank. And now they have speed boosters, they feel comfortable being able to get to being able to check the wreck ship E-tank. I did have the impression that M2 is a more skilled runner, so it makes sense that they're able to move through the rims a lot more quickly. Their movements are definitely a lot more precise. Oh, hydropower making full use of that screw attack to just quit the plow on through the attic. Oh, M2 is already making their their second dip into the wrecked ship. They want to get that fire rod. Alright, so we're gonna have our runners here having a high five in a moment here. Oh, hydropower is actually taking is gonna check the go the other way of checking the wreck ship reserve and sees that fire rod. And then hydropower picks up their gravity suit, thanks to the fact was a well-placed shine spark. Alright, I definitely have to say that MM2 is now in the lead despite having to double dip. So let's switch the audio to MM2 here. A really impressive display. Oh, that's true. But in relative, he hasn't done Zora. But in overall terms, in terms of, but that's just like a waterfall jump. But high jump boots is most of the time it's more of a quality of life item, a big quality of life, mind you. But in the end, still mostly a quality of life. Alright, hydropower has picked up their fire rod. Alright, and then hydropower picks up another power bomb, so both players have a count of 20 power bombs. Speaking of ammo, hydropower has 45 missiles and 40 supers, 6 tanks, and 1 or 2 reserves. MM2 has 60 missiles, 35 supers, and 5 E-tanks. Oh, MM2 is taking the chance to check climb supers. Now, at this point, I kind of agree with. So there's definitely a lot of options for our runners, as chat is speculating. Some people are wondering if there is the Eastern Palace, there is Meridia itself, and Meridia also leads to the Dark World access. And since they have both the hammer and the hook shot, they can do the full circuit of the Dark World. Alright, MM2 is off to the Hobo, so probably we'll check the door afterwards. We have Hydropower checking the front of Gauntlet. I imagine they'll either reset or dip out after grabbing the item. Yeah, they reset. They don't need more money. Hobo was 10 arrows. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Since they have the meter, they might a more efficient run could be to go pod, because pod has a lot of item checks. And then and while you're doing, and then with the meter, you can also do Eastern Palace and grab the crystal from there. Hydropower is also trying to get the climb supers. Although getting past the bouncy dudes is always can always be a challenge. Alright, Hydropower finally gets it that time, and they grab their prize of a heart container. MM2 redeems their sword item, and grabs their high jump boots. Okay, we have a world swap between our two players. MM2 is now in Upper Norfair. Hydropower is re-entering Zelda. Yeah, I think chat has it. MM2 is heading for Meridia. Actually, Hydropower might also be headed for Meridia. They're just taking advantage of... They're just doing save and quit warps to get there faster. Alright, a bottle on Main Street. Missiles and the crab supers. Oh yeah, MM2 does have the flute once they activate it. Hydropower has not. Where was the flute? It was climb. Ice missile, excuse me. Okay, so Dragon was a red crystal. Crumple shaft, yes. Mambo turtle just had the piece of heart and some money. I want Hydropower might be waiting for Varia before they grab that. Possibly. Or maybe they just forgot about it. Hydropower does have a bottle, right? I believe that would incentivize them to go. Oh, yep. A lamp on the beach. Ooh, Emma. Careful there, MM2. Although they still have their reserve, so we should be okay. Alright, and Hydropower is going to get their lamp here shortly. So I predict that the runners were. I think I mentioned both runners. They'll probably go and check the sand pits. Out doing saving quits. Probably go and kill Dragon, and then from there probably go to Dark World. That's kind of my current prediction, or at least we'll see how off the mark I am. Oh, there's our first glove in the pink aqueducts. So that opens up the back of the desert. And makes and opens up options on the Dark World access. Alright, the first sand pit by M2 was nothing of value. Looks like it was the left sand pit. Oh wait, it was the right sand pit that M2 checked first. Oh, ice rod in the left sand pit. And Hydropower decides to reset. Are they thinking of grabbing it later? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, is Hydropower going to check tool? Okay, right sand pit didn't have anything, so Hydropower is going to check Shack tool. MM2 decided to drop out of Meridia. I'm guessing since they found the gloves, instead of going through the Dragon and then the Meridia Dark World access, they decided to go for a different Dark World access point. Okay, so Mire and Swamp Palace have a Metroid token. Swamp Palace is a Metroid token. Skullwoods is a crystal. Oh, it looks like Hydropower went AFK for a moment because from waiting from Shack Tool. Skullwoods is a crystal. Alright, MN2 finds a magical boomerang and the escape. Hydropower didn't like what they found, so they did a reset. So they're gonna go get their ice rod. MN2 is gonna activate their flute. I imagine they'll probably do a 6-kid check as well. And Sick Kid has a super missile pack. Okay, so will MM2 do Skullwoods early to get it knocked out, or instead do other places to do instead focus on item checks? Okay, so they're headed. MM2 is headed for Skullwoods. Although it's also possible they're just looking to do a dip into Skullwoods. But they already have the fire rod, so they could dip and just in theory complete it. Oh, and Hydropower is also in Zelda and now at the Sanctuary. I'm guessing they're gonna do their escape check. Oh no, M2 was cut by the wall master. Ooh, Hydropower chicken, the Dark Cross. MM2 finds the big key for Skull Woods. Alright, MM2 is in the back of the Skull Woods, so they're looking to finish this. Hydropower. Are you doing Eastern Palace or are you going to go from Pod? Looks like Hydropower is looking to complete Eastern Palace. Alright, we got a double W's here. Hydro finds a missile pack. MM2 is now facing against Mothra. Ooh. MM2 is in a dicey situation. Oh. MM2 is one hit away. Oh! Oh. MM2 unfortunately falls to Mothra. Alright, Mothra. MM2 is not going to call it quits. They're going to give it another go. And well, meanwhile, Hydropower is now doing is starting the lap around Eastern Palace, finding just a map inside the big chest. Alright, MM2 versus Mothra. It's the rematch. Alright, Hydropower finds the compass in the big key chest of Eastern Palace. Alright, Hydropower's in the second floor of Eastern Palace, so they're on the home stretch. MM2 is trying to carefully get their hits in on Mothra. Having to use a fighter sword is probably is making this a lot harder than it would be otherwise. But really, just with the moving floors, the constant, all the spike. Oh, nice one, MM2, finishing off Mothra, despite having to use a fighter sword. MM2's now checking the last chest. Just the power bombs. Hydropower is entering the dark world. Looks like they're going. Master Sword on Armos. Hydropower's checking the Hype Cave. See, missile, bomb upgrade, 20 bucks. Ooh, tempered sword for hydropower now. So that's a very good situation for our runners. At the very least, you kind of want tempered sword. Okay, looks like hydropower is going to do some the Swamp Palace. M2 was checking the bumper cave, but I didn't see the item. Looks like they're gonna do. Suspect it was a missile at the bumper cave. Okay. Okay, so M2 is finishing up the graveyard checks. Hydropower finds another heart container in Swamp Palace. M2 finds another missile pack, which they decide to pass on. Oh, hydropower getting one of the new clips for Swamp Palace. Oh, it's M2 headed to Meridia. Okay, so it looks like M2 is now off to Meridia. And they're probably going to check the Botwin item, Precious, and Dragon. Hydropower, in meanwhile, is going to check the left wing of the Swamp Palace. Okay, Botwin E-Tank is a Botwin E-Tank. Ooh, nice. Okay, not quite a full halfy, but M2 did get the halfy. Alright, we got Precious with silver arrows, so that's gonna make getting a lot quicker and easier. Hydropower finds the big key over at the big key chest for Swamp Palace. Now M2 is gonna face off against Dragon. Probably doing a mix of Shine Spark and grapple strats. I tried to put no. Yeah, probably. Alright, there's a nice Shine Spark opening. Alright, Dragon's in the red now. Alright, MM2 has defeated Dragon, got blue suit, trying for a spike suit. Got Crystal 5. there's the compass for hydropower. A regular boomerang for MM2 behind Dragon. Okay, so MM2 is doing the roof her, Safi. A lovely shine spark across. Alright, Hydropower is facing off against Swamp Palace boss. MM2 is back in Dark World. Ooh, a very nice click kill by Hydropower. Alright, MM2 is about to enter their hype cave. So they're going to get their first sword upgrade. Oh, we have a Gina check. I didn't see the bombos check. But it looks like Hydropower will probably be doing the Desert Palace here soon. Bumble Mountain might be a hell run. Oh, this looks like MM2 is going to do their Swamp Palace. The fact that they waited this long to do Desert means they do to save a little bit of time here. Alright, Hydropower grabs up a missile pack. From Desert Palace, finds the big key. MM2 also successfully does the clip. Oh, MM2 is electing to skip the swamp, the west side of Swamp Palace. Successfully pulls off a diver down. Alright, Hydropower is facing off against the Land Moss. Quickly kills off two of them. And there's the third. And that's their Fantoon Metroid token. Alright, MM2 is now facing off against their boss of Swamp Palace. Hydropower is heading back into Dark World around Swamp Palace. Where do they think I'm going? Are they wanting to check the Flute Kid? Oh no, they're headed towards Pod. Oh, Hydropower actually is checking the pyramid. MM2 clears off Swamp Palace. Congrats to them. Alright, the pyramid just had a 20 rupees. MM2 is going to check the bombos tablet. Hydropower is about to check Uncle. Just at over an hour into the game. It's a super missile. Piece of a heart of the lantern chest. MM2 is now doing the Desert Palace. While Hydropower is doing the Castle Dungeons. Alright, big chest and Desert Palace had a key. Looks like MM2 is now headed for the back of the Desert Palace. And Zelda's cell only had a Abyssal Pack. So that leaves that finishes off the Hyrule Castle. We have no need to face off against Haga 1. Looks like Hydropower is going to check Catfish. Or not. Looks like they're headed towards the graveyard. Okay, yeah. Hydropower's doing their graveyard checks. Although they could still potentially do Catfish and then Dragon after this, as chat points out. MM2 making use of those silver arrows to kill the 3 Lemulas real quick for a spring ball. Alright, MM2 checking there on Gina. Oh, is MM2 going to do a pod dip or just Eastern Palace? Oh, There are entering from the Dark World side, so I would. So that does lead me to think it's a. And Pod is heavy on the checks. Alright, here's Catfish by Hydropower. Oh! Hydropower has their gold sword. Although I hear gold sword's not a huge find, because generally the tempered's on with the most you need or would want. But again, it might depend on your skill level. Yeah, as C Deco, tempered to gold is not as big a jump as master to tempered. And from what I recall correctly, the main value, what makes master to tempered such a big jump is that Master Sword has to do spin attacks to hurt Ganon. The Tempered Sword does not need to do that. Looks like Hydropower forgot they have a Spring Ball Jump as they get the Ball Twin E-Tank. M2 is doing the Eastern Palace circuit, so we're kind of retracing both players are retracing each other's steps here. Although, since MM2 already has the Master Arrows, this trip through Eastern Palace should go a lot quicker and easier, and more easily than it did for Hydropower. Not that this dungeon is all that hard to begin with. Hydropower picks up their silver arrows, almost not realizing it was something you do want to grab. Probably for a second there, probably thought it was just another arrow upgrade. In terms of that is the quantity arrow upgrade instead of a mass destructive power upgrade. MM2 grabs their tempered sword, and as a expert Zelda player, they're probably really happy with that. Hydropower got grabbed by Dragon, but they have their grapple selected, so it's pretty obvious they're going to do a grapple strat. There it goes. Now we have one fried shrimp. Speaking of electrically fried, that's how they make Japanese banko. If you ever wondered how they make Japanese banko, it's not baked. It's electrocuted. And MM2 finds Varia inside Pod. That's a pretty big find. I mean, now admittedly, we probably don't need to face off against Ridley, as Ridley's suspected to have a green pendant. But it does mean that amount of brains doesn't hit quite as hard, and it means upper Norfair is doesn't have to be quite as doesn't need to be a carefully done hell run. Of course, it's always, as Shineko chat points out, it's always possible that a lower Norfair could have items. Although, we would need to find space jump or minutes for lower warfare. So that's a good catch by Cat. Bubble Mountain is in logic now. Alright, looks like Hydropower's checking cave. I think it was cave 45. And it's just a vanilla heart piece. M2 is making their way towards the big, the pod pig chest. They have the key for it. No. There's a compass. Oh, Hydropower gets a, I think it was the ether medallion from the flute kid. Another bottle from the pod pig chest. Let's see if the digging game has anything of interest for Hydropower. Finds a piece of a heart. Now, unfortunately, Hydropower can't make it into the town directly since they don't have the mitts. But they can go and, but they did warp to the light world, and then they can go and use the village, portal to get to the other side of the dark world. Oh, they're doing their sick hit check. But Hydropower still has not found the flute in the crumble cave. MM2 is now going to check the cathedral item and make their way to Bubble Mountain. So that's going to be a bunch of checks of interest. And cathedral is just another E-tank. MM2 feels they already have enough energy with 7 E-tanks and a reserve. That's enough for a stand-up glitch and a spare. So according based on chance, it looks like MM2 decided to pass on the rest of the back of pod. Since apparently there's only one more check from the green pendant at this point. Warfare Reserve only had a piece of heart, nothing too valuable. Also, M2 has a crazy amounts of ammo of 90 missiles and 65 supers. I imagine they were not expecting to be able to find much in the way of beams, since we found early charge, and since then we found Spazer, but we haven't found any other beams. Alright, speed booster. Oh, there's Arcane Samaria in the missile pack before Speed Booster. Speed Booster itself only had 20 rupees. Hydropower's on their way to finding Mothra. Yep, and I have to concur with Chad. Pretty much at this point, just mitts and maybe a medallion, depending on if either of on what Turtle Rock requires. and along with the Misery Mire. Excuse me. All right, hydropower makes very quick work of Mothra with that gold sword. I would not be surprised if we see a lava dive by MM2. They're already headed in that direction, after all. And with the full suit and Shine Spark from Speed Booster, it's easily in high jump boots. Doing a lava dive is not that. It's not that difficult. I see what the logic of what you're saying there, Shinanko. That on one hand, if you break logic, it's gonna make things more difficult to track where you need what you need. On the other hand, I would argue that if you're able to sidestep that issue, it can actually be quicker because since things will be more time efficient. Although MM2 seems to have having some difficulty with the lava dive here. Okay, they made it. But it did cost them most of their energy. Down to 1 E-tank. First they tried to Shine Spark, but it was too far to the right. Then tried to gravity jump, and then they got trolled by one of the fireballs from Nami Ace. Then again, the chat does have a good point that they have plenty of ammo to Crystal Flash with. And they'll probably do the Green Gate glitch to Gold Chorizo, and there's an energy refill right over there. Oh, yeah. As far as MM2 is concerned, it's YOLO. Going straight off against Gold Chorizo. Unfortunately, it was just a bomb upgrade behind Gold Chorizo. Alright, M2 made use of that vast stocks of super missiles to take care of the Gold Chorizo. Doing the energy refill, looks like they're going to go into a mire dip. We'll see what medallion it needs. On a quick note, hydropower grabs another heart container from the C-shape up. M2 needs a either medallion, or is that Quake? That's Quake. For a Misery Mire. Hydropower grabs the E-Tech from the treasure minigame. So M2 could potentially go ahead and decide to go ahead and do Misery Mire right now. They did spot a heart piece from the checkerboard cave, but they're gonna skip on that. They feel they don't need any more hearts. Looks like they have 8 or 9 hearts plus blue mail. Hydropower is going to do a dip into Thieves Town. I don't feel like it's going to work out for them, but you never know. Oh, they have half magic right there in the beginning. Not progression, but it's a nice quality of life item for them. There's our space jump and Thieves Town. That's 2 items. Is that... Did Steve Stan had 2 or 3 item checks? 4 total? Okay. So pretty much at this point, the only unless it's a space jump locked somehow, the mint is pretty much what we're final item we're missing. I believe that was a small key. Was it on the back of the bridge? If we have, I feel like bombos on Turtle Rock would be troll. Oh, that's a good point. Since space jump is hard required for Lord Norfair and normal logic. Alright, the hydropower drops out of Thieves Town after doing the last check. MO2 is now going to the final part of Misery Mire. Hydropower, are you going for Dark Pod? Hydropower is going to, I do believe Hydropower is going for Pod, so they're going to grab their bar, you see it? Actually, now I think about it. You know where else that the mitts could be at? Behind Crocomire. All right, M2 has completed Virtuous, so that completes so they completed Misery Mire. I'm going back to Lord Norfair now. So it sounds like they didn't full clear Misery Mire, however. Okay, cutscene chest. I believe that's the vanilla big key, I'm guessing. So it's kind of understandable that he would decide to gamble against it having the mitts. Oh man, and what a troll would it be if Miss is behind the green pendant? Oh, there's the X-ray. Looks like M2 will grab it. Oh, Ether. Where was Ether? I remember seeing him find it and calling it out, but I don't remember exactly where it was. Oh, M2's gonna go against Ridley? Oh, yeah. It was for the kid. Stumpy. Power PBs of shame, have a heart piece. Alright. Nice use of the Shine Spark by MM2 to kill the Metal Pirates. Alright, Hydropowers off, making their way to the pod big chest. We'll see if they decide to go for a Hamilsort or not. I do believe they have their Varia by now, don't they? Oh, that's something you don't see very often. A Spacer X, a special beam attack. Okay, so Hydropower also dips out of pod after the big chest check. We have M2 against fighting Icon to Ridley, making use of that large ammo stockpile. Okay, looks like they killed Ridley. They're trying to get grabbed for the cutscene death, and there is the death of Ridley. And then and we have confirmation that Ridley was the blue pendant. Unfortunately, the Ridley prize was just a power bomb. So that's a big time loss for MM2 there. Hydropower, meanwhile, grabbed the E-Tank in a cathedral and is making their way to towards Bubble Mountain. They have a large stockpile of energy at this point, with 9 E-Tanks, plus reserve, 80 missiles, 75 supers, 30 power bombs. For comparison, MM2 still has only 7 E-Tanks, plus reserve, but they have a lot. But their ammo is like 100 missiles, 65 supers, and 30 power bombs. Oh, Hydropower finds another missile pack, so they have 85 missiles. Okay, so Hydropower should be getting their red cane here shortly, as they're heading to Speed Booster. Alright, Lower Norford Trail just has a missile pack. Looks like Hydropower grabbed the 20 rupees, as they're now having a race against the rising lava. MM2 spawns another E-Tank, but they pass on that. Yeah, Lower North is largely a bus. No items of. I mean, the only thing that was worthwhile doing was just getting taking care of Norfair. I mean, Misery Mire. What do you do, Crocomire MM2? It wouldn't be hard to get the missile clip. Oh, Hydropower might do Crocomire too. They are in the area and in the. Let's see. No, they're gonna go for Frog Speedway. Although, oh wait, Hydropro might go through ice. Might do the ice beam checks and then go for Crocomire that way, which would be actually a more time efficient way of doing it. And this lets them grab their Rick. I think it was the Rick game. Oh, there's a mushroom behind Crocomire. Maybe that mushroom will have the mitts. Alright, Hydropower sees their flute. So they can now play for the birdie. Yep, and they're going to speed boost their way to Crocomire. Well, as a side note, there is the cape on the at the Croc escape item. Alright, Hydropower is facing off against Croc, so they're going to grab their mushroom here fairly shortly. The top item for grapple, it was just a 20 rupee. Actual grapple item is bombs. We still have one more check though, behind Crocomire though. Alright, Hydropower grabs their mushroom. Let's see if we have a high five or they just miss each other. Oh, nope. So, unless that mushroom has something, Crocomire is a bust. Alright, both runners are about to have a high five over Crocomire's dead corpse. Oh wow. MM2 was actually able to get the short charge and Croc escape and pick up the cape. That looks like it's some very tight short charging. So kudos to MM2 for pulling that off. Oh, we still have Tolerum from Talavera. Oh, MM2 is gonna check the pyramid and catfish. Pyramid was I think was 20 rupees. Catfish was another sword upgrade. So yeah. Oh, MM2 is gonna do the castle. We done the spike cave. Oh, is Hydropower gonna do Lord Norfair too? Yep. Looks like they're going for. Oh yeah, because they have space jump. Oh wow. Oh, Hydropower is actually going through the logical way for Gold Teresa, but it makes sense considering there is that front item that you have to. So if that's worth grabbing, might as well go this way. Alright. MM2 finish off their check of the dungeon, so they're gonna check Dark Cross. And Hydropower is facing off against Gold Teresa, making use of their large stockpile of supers. Alright, MM2 is done with Hyrule Castle. I guess they'll probably do Hyrule Catfish next. And Hydropower went off to the Misery Mire area. So they're gonna their checks there around there. We'll see if they decide to do Misery Mire as well. Oh, MM2 is checking the mushroom. Nope, mushroom was just a power bomb. So it's off to Catfish for MM2. And Hydropower is confirmed for entering Misery Mire as they're now opening it up. Did MM2 intentionally do that? They saw the gold sword and like, nope, nope, mirror, mirror, mirror. That's kind of funny. Oh, is MM2 going to do check Thieves Town? Or maybe some of the other Thieves Town checks. I don't think they have done any of them yet. Yeah, they're doing the treasure chest game now. Let's see. C-shaped HUD had a heart container. The front of Thieves Town had space jump. And I forget the other item. Alright, so MM2 is going to do a dip into Thieves Town. Okay, they grabbed their half magic. We'll see if they grab the space jump as well. Well, actually, they probably will, because you might as well grab all these four chests in the front if you're dipping in here. Ooh, and as Trent pointed out with chat, Hydro Power is about to do the cutscene chest. That leads to the big key chest. We'll see if that has our mitts. And it's just a super missile. So where is our mitts? Seems like it has to be at Waterway now. Okay, so we have Talavera, Green Pennant, Waterway, and Plasma Beam Room. All locations that are kind of unpleasant to try to get to. Alright, M2 is open up the rooftop for Thieves Town. Hydro Power's in the basement of Ministry Mire on their way to the boss. Okay, so M2 has stepped out of Oh, we still have the no. We don't have the mitts for them, so it's not. So I can't do any of those ones. Alright, so MM2 is gonna do the treasure chest game, which is a heart piece. They'll get up there either medallion from Stumpy, and then there's K45 for MM2 to check. K45 was just a vanilla heart piece. Oop, hydropower's now doing the Pillow's room. Oh. MN2, are you thinking the left side of the Swamp Palace? Oh no. MN2 is thinking the west side of Swamp Palace that they skip. Oof. I mean, I can see the logic for it there because there's a lot of checks over there, but we already know it's not the way. Hydropower, meanwhile, has entered the wastelands on their way to Lower Norfair. Unfortunately, they're going to be disappointed that Lower Norfair doesn't have anything of value. Well, I mean, that's subjectively true on X-Ray in Lower Norfair. Alright, Hydropower is going up against Ridley. M2 is now about. I'll check the west side chest of Swamp Palace. Arrow upgrade. And what was the big key chest? A big key. Now, note that Hydropower did not skip any of these chests, or so already has them. Hydropower is making use of their big stockpiles of super missiles against Ridley, who's already at low health, which makes understandable since they had over 30 supers, which I know Ridley only takes 30. Alright, M2 opens up the last chest and makes their leave of Swamp Palace. And Hydropower finishes off Ridley in the cutscene test. And M2 is now just going to check for the Tower of Era tile room. We have not seen what this item is. Maybe this will have our mitts. Oh yeah, they were both. We had the. That's true. The fire door with speed booster locked. All right, not the tile room. So that leaves waterway, green pendant. Looks like M2 is headed towards waterway. Or not. Yeah, that makes sense. MM2 is now headed towards plasma. Thanks for Shineko for spawning that center of the United. So they'll have to take the toilet. It's a shortcut up there. Oh yeah, and M2 has not checked Shack Tool, so they might check Shack Tool as well. Which, yep, they're going to check Shack Tool. When was the last time they saved, though? Well, I mean, their Metroid save. I mean, because if M2 does a reset here, they'll end up back at the criteria. Okay. Shack is just a heart piece. Hydropower grabs their tile room heart container. I think MO2 launched happiness missiles over that heart piece. Alright. We have Spec Cave for missiles for hydropower. Let's see if Plasma Beam pays off for MM2 here. What a nice speed boost into that transition room. And there it is! There's we finally found the Titan Smiths and then Plasma Beam room. That's goable for MM2. But we do have some good news for Hydropower, who unlocks their flute bird. Alright, so for MM2, there's still the question of if Turtle Rock needs bombos. But that aside, what I mentioned they'll do now is go to Ice Palace, probably do Icebreaker, since they have the red cane already. And then from there, they can head to Turtle Rock, do Cannon's Tower, beat Cannon, and then do Mother Brain. And they're already headed towards the Meridia Dark World entrance, which is probably the quickest way to the Ice Palace. Since all the, because they can easily just mirror and then use the proper portal. Plasma was the mitts, so unless Turtle Rock is bombos, we're in go mode. Oh, it looks like Hydropower is gonna get the green pennant from King Helmosaur. Oh jeez, that would be really trollish if Pennant is bombos and Turtle Rock requires bombos. Or to be extra trollish, the green pennant is powder, and then powder leads to bombos. And then the bombos is required to enter Turtle Rock. That would be really trolly. Alright, MM2 gets the iceberg clip. But yeah, we do have Dark World Eastern Death Palace. Another bottle for MM2. Hydropower facing off against King Helmosaur. Alright. Alright, Helmosaur has defeated King Helmosaur. Let's see if they get any. Let's see if the green pennant has anything of item. Schrodinger's Co mode. We don't know if you're both in gold mode and not in gold mode until we make an observation on what Turtle Rock is. Another heart container for MM2. Or here's the green pennant prize. Let's see what this is. There's Bombos! Bombos is on the green pendant. So not quite as trolly as I was saying, but now the question is Turtle Rock Bombos? Oh, Hydropower is going to check waterway. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that was a very quick kill of Cold Stare for MM2. Alright, so M2 is going to find out if Turtle Rock is bombos or not. Well, Hydropower is going to find Waterway and probably be disappointed. I mean, it could be a beam, but it's probably going to be disappointment either way. Alright, Waterway is a missile pack. So, very disappointing. But Hydropower is just going to save and reset. Oh, this mountain squirrel thingy Reddits are so annoying. Alright. Now's the moment of truth. What medallion is Turtle Rock? If it's bombos, M2 has to go on an item hunt again. It's bombos! Turtle Rock is bombos! Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Both runners have each other's go mode item. Oh wow. So Hydropower needs to check on Plasma Beam. It looks like they're headed the right direction. MM2 needs to get the green pendant prize. Although they did get the ice beam now, so that's going to be helpful. Okay, it looks like Hydropower's on their way towards Plasma Beam. So this might push Hydropower back into the lead. Hydropower is looking for the mitts, which is in Plasma Beam room. So at this point, M2 has to, if they want to still win, has to hope that they are able to do these other checks that they think might lead to it, and get to get the green pendant prize. Hydropower still needs to do Ice Palace, so that does give MM2 a little bit more time to do all these checks, extra checks. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hydropower has not cleared Skull Woods. I don't remember. I don't think they did Skull Woods. Oh, he's gonna do the cutscene chest. He's gonna check the big chest, the key chest in Mystery Mire. Oof. Well, if you're okay, so if you're not completely sure on the which dungeons have a pendant, it's Ridley, Thieves Town have a regular pendant, and then Pod has a green pendant. I did not believe Hydra did cleared Skull Woods. So that gives a little bit more time for MM2 to find the bombos medallion. All right, Hydropower gets their icebreaker clip. MM2, are you doing the waterway? Oh my gosh. Oh, Hydropower is like not even bothering with checks now, just going straight for the end. Oh, Hydropower did get a nice quick cold circuit, although one of them did kind of escape the containment, but still a very quick, nice kill for him. Alright, M2 resets on finding the waterway item. Let's see what they do now. Okay, looks like Hydropower is off towards Turtle Rock. Okay, looks like MM2 is going to go against Mother Brain. Alright, nice first Metroid room for N2. Hydropower is now entering Eternal Rock. Some nice Metroid rooms by MM2. Now let's see. We'll see if we can get a baby skip. Okay, looks like MM2 is going for the older baby skip method. Ooh, I think he made it. Yep. MM2 made a successful baby skip. Nice. Oh, Plasma's in Turtle Rock. Oh, wow. Although at this point it probably doesn't matter much since we have so many supers. Oh, and M2 gets a very nice a Shine Spark speed booster Zep skip. Alright, M2 is facing off against Mother Brain. Hydropower is about to do some of the big key chess checks for Turtle Rock. Oh, it sounds like Hydropower did do Skullwoods. Oh right, yeah, I remember now. It's coming back now. I remember because Hydropower was able to make do a Mothra really quick because of the gold sword. I just remembered now. I remember watching it now. So Hydropower is in the lead now. I'll switch to audio here after this Mother Brain fight. And the dark platforming in Turtle Rock. There's apparently people who can do this room blind. I wonder how the heck they do that. Careful not to soft lock yourself there, MM2. Last keys on Laser Bridge. Alright, M2 is finishing off Mother Brain. Hydropowers will soon be facing off against Trinex. Alright, M2 is making their escape. Hydropower's now about to face off against the second half of Trinex. And Trinex is dead. Alright, so MM2 is back in Zelda. Hydropower's off to get its tower. Oh, is MM2 now going to go against King Helmsaur? I should probably switch to audio since Hydropower has taken the lead. I suppose if people want to make their guesses on where the big key chest for Ganon's Tower, people can start placing their bids now. If you said 1 or 2, you're wrong. Well, 3's not it. Let's see if... There's 4, 5, 6, 7. It was the 7th chest. I think Shineko got the closest guess. So you were right in the worst way possible. Is that what you're saying, Shineko? I think I'm... I don't know. Probably the one to take... Okay, so MM2 finishes off King Helmsaur with the sword, but then rather than silver arrows, but then probably would have taken just as much time to switch. That's... Now I really wonder is, how's M2's reaction going to be when he finally gets that bombos medallion? Alright, M2. Ooh, Hydropower making quick work of the Lamos. Just one left. And then number 2 is back at it towards Turtle Rock. Very nice, skillful kills of those Wizards by hydropower, using one red cube to kill 3 of them at once. Can M2 do Turtle Rock Tower and Ganon in time that Hydra can do Ganon and Mother Brain? That's a good question. Because M2 could make his back from this. Because Ganon. Because since in the time it takes for hydropower to do Mother Brain, that could be enough for MM2 to catch up and possibly defeat Ganon. It might depend. It might play ahead, and then there's also Ganon's tower is a big factor. How long does it take for MM2 to get find the big key? If he finds it within 7 chests, he's fine. But if he gets it, but if he does all of each side first, that's gonna slow him down. Oh, at this rate, I don't think the odds are in MM2's favor, because at this point, hydropower just need to beat Ganon and then Torian. And we already saw that in the time it took to do Torian, and in the time it took for MM2 to do Torian, hydropower was able to complete Turtle Rock. I think hydropower skipped a phase or two of Ganon. Alright, you do the torch glitch? No. Or I might have tried. I didn't quite get it. Alright. Hydropower has completed one of the 2 games, so now both players are now even in terms of game finished. Although hydropower only has to defeat Mother Brain. While MM2 still needs to finish up Turtle Rock and then Ganon's Tower. And hydropower might have a little bit of quicker run since they have plasma now. Although I don't... Did they pick up Ice Beam? I don't think they picked up Ice Beam. They did not. So Hydra is going to take a little bit of a longer Torian since they had to use power bombs. They have plenty of power bombs, but it's going to take them a lot longer to do Torian. Feels like it would have been a time save to grab that ice. Alright, M2 is facing off against Trinex, and I don't think I ever seen someone do it from behind. Either way, MM2 who very quickly takes care of the two other heads of Trinex. Although they'll have to be careful with this final hit as they down to a half a heart. Alright, and Trinex is down to defeated for MM2, and they'll be making their way towards Ganon's Tower. Alright, M2 is about to enter Ganon's Tower. If people want to play the chess game, please feel free to submit your chess submission. Meanwhile, we'll see if Hydropower can do a baby skip. Oh, no baby skip for Hydropower. Looks like it was chest 5 for MMM2. I'm not sure if you count it. Now, Hydropower can't do the ISEP skip. Can they? Are they able to do the short charge, or will they have to use ammo? Although they have plenty of ammo for it. Okay, looks like Hydropower is just gonna blast all the Zebites with ammo. Yeah, even with blasting them, all of them with super missiles, they still have more than enough ammo for Mother Brain. Oh, nice. Lamoa's kill by MM2. First round, all three of them was a silver arrow. Okay, Hydropower's not going for a stand-up glitch. They're going for straight to the cutscene. Ooh, M2 making use of those extra keys they have to kind of skip through some of those rooms. And easily kills King Muldrum. Just waiting for the verification chest. There it is. Alright, the babyhead Metroid has died. Hydropower is about to do their final stretch of Super Metroid. MM2 is facing us against Agarum 2. This is going to be an extremely close seed. Okay, so Hydropower just has to do their escape. MM2 just needs to beat Ganon. Let me see. Escape takes like a minute and a half. How long does a Mother Brain takes by an expert, a high-level speedrunner? Maybe if Hydra decides to go rescue the animals. Oh, M2 is at 1 heart. Oh, okay. M2 didn't quite get the color torch glitch. Just, oh wow. Alright, GG's for Hydropower, completing both games in 2 hours 54 minutes. But you might might as well keep those and then MM2 completes their side as well at 2 hours and 54 minutes and 36 seconds. Just 20 seconds apart. Oof. Oh yeah, that was a painful death. I mean, it was. It's I mean, it's. Also, Mothra room is a really treacherous room, so it's kind of understandable. And if you didn't go in with a good set of health, that just puts you further down. We'll see if any of the runners want to give their commentary after race commentary. Okay, so Hydropower is going to pass on as their mic is not working, unfortunately. Still, give your GGs to Hydropower 78, and maybe consider giving them a follow for presenting us a wonderful race. We are joined by MM2. Welcome to the restream, and thank you for the wonderful race.
Yo, thanks. GG's to Hydra and PP Sean and Fliphill.
It was a surprisingly close race there.
Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting to lose by more than that. But I don't know. I can only blame myself for the moth death. And it was really the mummy room. Like I said in chat, it was really the excess damage I took in mummy room that killed me. And then moth actually just made the death happen, you know?
Was that when you felt like you were gonna lose, or was it like a later point?
I don't know. That I mean, when you're full clearing the game, it's hard to not feel like you're gonna lose.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point, I'm just going through the motions, playing the rest of the game, trying to execute somewhat well, and failing to do so. But yeah, that's just how it goes.
I mean, from my end and chat, from the looks of it, it did seem like Hydropower got the better luck. Like, they got the speed booster first before going to wreck ship, so they didn't have to double dip like you did. But you were still able to keep up just because you had much better movement.
That's epic. I forgot about that whole debacle with the speed. I kind of wanted X-Ray to show up, actually. Because if X-Ray showed up and speed was kind of buried... Well, no. If X-Ray showed up like after speed, like if it was on Death Mountain or in Zora area or something, I could have saved like 2 minutes going through going back for the fire rod. But yeah, that was epic luck. It's how
although what really hurt you from our perspective, or probably the biggest like ouchies, I guess you could say, was when you go to Turtle Rock and find out it was bombos.
I mean, I knew it was pretty good luck to pretty good when I was saying EV to be either Aetherquake or bombos and the medallions just on Dartmouth Mountain, and then if it's not, then oh well, I get unlucky. That's just how it goes. But yeah.
All right, so now we're joined by Hydropower, who got their mic working.
I think so. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yippee! All right.
Congratulations on the finish.
Oh, thank you. That was unsettling, but I guess I did the dumb things in the correct order. So, or
yeah,
the order to beat MM2 at least. So I'm happy about that.
That's pretty much how it went.
I mean, what happened was I doubled up wreck ship because I did wreck ship like after Bryn Loop immediately with no speed, then came back with speed. Also died to Fighter Sword Moth. So that was like a solid like 4 or 5 minutes between the two. And
then I was trying to think like, okay, what is he gonna do? Well, he's gonna do wreck ship, and he's gonna do plasma before Helma. So I'm just like, we're going when we're getting to the point where we're doing dumb stuff. I'm like, we're going all the way dumb just to try to win on the stream anyway. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's easier to metagame SMZ3 than it is to metagame like other randos that like cross keys or SM area rando. So it's like you can do what you want to do. I was just going for trying to finish the seed as fast as possible, going for density. And then if I get unlucky with what items turn up, then that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over here full clearing too. It's just, when you get to like 3 spots left, you're like, which bad spot?
Yeah, exactly. That's where the metagame comes in.
I mean, I did, all of Norfair. I did all of Pod. Well, I didn't do all of Pod at once, but I did.
You both did that.
There's nobody that's gonna go to. There's nobody that's gonna go to Helma after they get the Varius, dude. I mean, somebody might, unless if they want to be a real clown, but I don't think anybody would really do that. So, it's like you're saying, you can metagame if you know your like we're there's like what 10 of us that race, so it's like, okay, I think I know what this guy's going to do and this guy's going to do. So, but it was fun. So I had a good time, and so I appreciate you guys having me tonight.
So interestingly, despite those hiccups that MM2 pointed out, because of like superior movement, he was actually still in the lead.
Oh yeah, I'm.
It wasn't
thoroughly
until
mediocre at Super Metroid. I have.
it was
been
Turtle
for
Rock
years.
that made the difference. MM2 had to go hunt down bombos medallion, while you Hydro had already found bombos while you were hunting down your mitts.
Yeah, and I was hoping with all of my fingers and toes crossed that Turtle Rock was bombos, because otherwise that was a whole lot of nothing. But when nobody was finishing, I'm like, okay, maybe it is. And then when I saw it, I yelped. So that was pretty cool. But no, MM2 is probably the best active player playing right now. And as you know, he's won now back-to-back SGL championships and probably does a whole lot of Super Metroid stuff that I don't pay attention to. But yeah, I just like. I think of it like a football analogy where they got a quarterback who's not really that good, but he tries not to lose. That's me in this game. So I'm just trying not to lose. And so I don't generally make major mistakes in Super Metroid, but I'm not like a superstar at it, and I probably never will be. But that's fine because I have fun playing this anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, I have fun being ultra sweaty at both games, and other people have fun playing the games in other ways, and that's awesome. And yeah,
I'm on like 5 years now. I joked in the room. I plateaued 4 years ago, but it's fun anyway. So this is probably my favorite way to play this randomizer. Unfortunately, I don't get very much time to play it because it takes so long, and I only play Super Metroid as part of this. I don't play it in any other capacity. So there's a ceiling, and I'm pretty sure I'm there. But it's fun, and I hope we can get another like community tournament together, maybe after the first of the year or something, and get that going again, because those are fun. I have fun with that. So
yeah.
I'll
Well,
have to.
I have good news. Well, I will have good news eventually.
Dun, dun, dun.
It will be happening soon, TM. You might wonder why we're doing so many normal 774 boots races.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
Kids.
Stay tuned.
I'll have to do some SMZ3 practice and see if I can actually qualify for that.
Yeah, all of this is, of course, unofficial. There's no officiality until there's an announcement. But
right,
yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Soon, TM.
See, I thought the community was just a bunch of normies now. We couldn't handle hard mode anymore, but it's fine. I'm joking. So, yeah, no, that's cool. And like I said, it's pretty niche, and it always kind of has been. But that's fine because you're only going to get so much of a turnout for mashing together two long games into one big game. But now there's quad if you're really feeling ambitious, which takes like 6 hours, and I got my fill of that after like 5 seeds. But that's a cool project too. So if anybody wants to check that out, maybe someday.
I still need to try that out.
Yeah,
although
I'm like, I don't know. I mildly considered learning Z1 and M1, but I really just decided that I don't have time in my life for that, and I would rather just spend my time getting better at Zelda so I can continue world domination at SMZ3. Well, that's not really true because I've lost like every single weekly I've done since SGL, I think.
Well, yeah, but you won the important things, which is the tournaments. Now you're just losing like fake internet points that don't matter, so don't worry about it. It's fine.
So you're just clearing yourself of bad luck, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I love Gabriel's fallacy. So it's such a real thing. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying stuff at this point, but definitely G's to Hydra and everybody else, and thanks to you for the commentary and Shineko for the tracking.
Yeah, and thank you both again for the wonderful race.
Yeah, thanks again, guys, and GG again, MM2, and we'll see you next mission.
Heck yeah.
All right, we'll be wrapping up here. Definitely consider giving those two guys wonderful racers a follow, a like and a follow. And I have been your commentary, Yuzuria. And then there we have Shineko as your tracker. You can feel free to check us out if you like. Thanks again for all of you that came in to tune in, past or present. And until next time, we'll see you next mission.